Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Can I help you?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late. For the big time.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. The revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got...
She's not gloating.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people. Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it. Yes. An acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. Yes, King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the... They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when to foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay, the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, at least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. An almost endearingly moralist standpoint. It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work. The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government. It made people overthrow their government. Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark. From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in...
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think. A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-Islary communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 43 years. Hard to fathom. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, the 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest... No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughter... We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only... Good question.
No, her first.
And I asked you, past less detective of the Citizens Militia.
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing. The cold runs down your spine as you say.
I see. A tenth of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. Keep turning at any cost.
The wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence.
The age of...
Over. That's entropilism, the very height of late modernity.
A counter-argument, but still, your historic mass murderer fantasies have only endeared you to this person.
They are what they are. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know? Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I... You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance. The little... You're back. Good. What can I help you? More lessons in basic reality?
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs. Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "We always do."
You? You're an officer of the Preciso Mundo. Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforced. Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight. The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital. There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that... Yet, on the other hand, I know the post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. So permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help. It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying...
Well, it's either bariatric surgery...
She nods. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is...
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with...
Wait. This reality thing is the only game in... She stares at you, head tilted to the side.
Nothing more nor less than... Yes, that means not de jure. Permit me to... And if those authorities drink so hard they need help...
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. I am
It's sharp.
an ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal from the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the... We surrendered the nation to financial colonists. No saint person
In her green eyes you see a mixture of truth and self. Forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
A devil who being of great charm...
Beneath her waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume. You are suddenly and intimately aware of it.
I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil woman to take. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. Nothing's settled. It simply fades away. A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the... some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing game. Ah! This is the pier of Rue or Two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons locked for...
Splat, splat.
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags? Looks like a sullen and rebellious... Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music... She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grand... All right. What next? Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of...
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His lithe form was practically...
My name?
Martin Martinez. Good local name.
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you. Some more muscular type. I couldn't tell you. Last week? I don't know. Look. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. He doesn't reply. Gesturing. No. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching.
Occasionally. Why? No. I just like to look good. Trust me, I'm not a team player. No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves.
I am sorry. but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's that? For it's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet, and there's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a